perfection. It's nearly impossible. In fact, there is a 0.1% chance that you turn on an MLB game and witness a perfect game. If you're a Yankees fan, well, you've only had very, very, very few chances. And last night, Domingo German put up the performance of a lifetime. And one way or another, he guaranteed himself a spot into Cooperstown. Not the way you might think, but he did it. And he is now forever enshrined not only in Yankees history, in baseball history. Let's briefly overview Domingo German's baseball career. In 2009, he signed with the Florida Marlins as an amateur free agent. Then, he came over to the Yankees in 2014 in a trade with Nathan Eovaldi and Garrett Jones for David Phelps, Martin Prado, and some cash. He then stayed with the Yankees and would make his first appearance in 2017 against the Baltimore Orioles, where he would pitch almost 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, had a strikeout, a walk, no earned runs. Domingo German would not make his big breakthrough though until 2019, where he would have the career year he needed to break out, as he would have 18 wins and 4 losses. He would have the highest win percentage in MLB that year with 818. He would have an ERA though of 4.03, but he had 153 strikeouts. He had an ERA plus of 110, and he was in Cy Young consideration with guys like Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander. He was at the top of his game. But in 2019, Domingo German would commit a crime in domestic violence, and it almost derailed his career forever, as the Yankees organization didn't even want to bring him back. And it was confusing because yes, domestic violence isn't okay, but they brought on Aroldis Chapman a few years back and he was convicted of domestic violence and nobody wanted to touch him but the Yankees. So German would make his return in 2021 and he wouldn't really be the same. His ERA went up a little bit and he really didn't have the same role that he did on that 2019 team. In 2022, it was more of the same. His ERA went down, but he still didn't have that starter role back. And this year in 2023, it's been inconsistency. One day he's one of the best pitchers, the next day he's giving up 10 runs to a mid-tier team. And it happened. He gave up 10 runs to the Mariners and got booed off the mound. And going into this A's game yesterday, it looked like Domingo German was just going to be an innings eater. Maybe give up a couple runs just so that the Yankees can score some runs and get by this game and go play today for the series win. But then he set down the first 3, then the next one, then the next one, and all of a sudden, he went 17 up, 17 down, 18 up, 18 down. Domingo German was absolutely brilliant. That curveball that we first fell in love with in 2019, everything was working beautifully. And there were some scary moments. Rizzo truly saved this perfect game. If it were not for Rizzo making that diving play in the middle of the 5th inning, we may not have a perfect game. And Donaldson almost threw it away. I mean, there are some points where this perfect game was almost in question. But Domingo German weathered through it. And let's just enjoy the moment. Let's just, for one more time, because I know you've probably seen it a million times already, let's just enjoy the finishing touches of the perfect game. And if it was going to be anybody, you think it'd be Garrett Cole, but no, it's Domingo German.
Forever.
The love of my life, she's
And still Real Williams stands in his way. Grounded to third. Donaldson has it. There it is! Perfection for Domingo German. Domingo German has thrown the 24th perfect game in baseball history.